And it looks like we are live on Facebook. I'm so excited. And we're almost getting ready for our Instagram people to join us. So that's going to be fun. And everybody, ho, ho, ho. We are here doing Christmas in July with two of my favorite buddies, Karen Schaler and Nancy Naigle. And these guys are just so adorable and fun. And we got lots of fun planned for all of you. I hope you're ready to do a little bit of game playing. We're going to compete against each other here in just a couple minutes. And you're going to be guessing, you're going to see if we can give you one-word clues to guess the title of Christmas songs. I will say this again in a minute because I know people are still trying to come in. So I want to give you time. Hi, gang. I see we've got Diane already here from New Jersey. Jennifer has joined. Hello, hello. Yay. We're going to have a lot of fun today. We've got giveaways. We're going to be talking about holidays and Christmas movies because it's Christmas in July and some of our adventures. And Connie's here. Yes, Merry Christmas in July. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Eileen. So happy that you could come.
Well, good to see everybody.
Instagram.
Please, if you're new, put where you're from. We love seeing where you guys are from.
Yes. Oh, here's an Arizona girl for you. Nicole.
Yay! Can I come into your house where there's air conditioning?
And also, I must say, for our Instagram people, I'm hoping that this is going to work. I keep seeing the Instagrams having problems with their platform. I see some of you are on. So if one of you, if we're not frozen and we're working for you, one of my Instagram guys, give me a little thumbs up and say, hey, yeah, you're good to go.
If you're on Instagram. Yeah.
If you freeze out, we're also on Facebook Live, on my Sheila Roberts channel. And this will be up on YouTube, also on my Sheila Roberts YouTube channel. And it will be up afterwards. So if you missed part of this, you can come back and have a chance to see us yakking away here. So Carolyn has joined us.
Yay!
Hey,
Jennifer,
great to see you girls.
Ontario, Canada. I love Ontario, Canada. I have to know where in Ontario. That's broad.
Ontario.
That's a big province.
We always fly in and out. This is Ontario, Canada.
Yes,
is our Canadian neighbor who always joins us.
And I love it.
And if you guys didn't hear Karen before, her air conditioning is out, which is why she's not wearing a Santa hat because she's already roasting.
Well, and I'm going to be talking when we start because one of you lovely people last time sent me this beautiful hat. I'll be talking about that. But my air conditioner is on the fritz. It's not totally out, but if I wear a hat, it's not going to be pretty.
We don't want to torture the poor thing. That would not be a good thing. And I have to
we want to torture her, but not on Christmas in July.
No, naughty. Wait, naughty. You see that? Naughty, Nancy. Naughty Nancy.
It's already being
I'm a naughty elf today.
Anyway, and so I do need to apologize to Mary Cutter. Mary was very sweet. After our last one we did, I was whining because I wanted a hat. And she went to huge lengths, oh my gosh, to get me a hat. And she sent it. I've been saving it for Christmas in July. And we're down here at the beach, and guess what I forgot to bring? I forgot to bring my fabulous, naughty, nice hat.
Tell everyone why it's
trouble to give me. So, Mary, we girls are talking about doing a Zoom together. I'm going to be doing something next week, I believe it is, with Susan Wiggs, and it's still Christmas in July. So I am going to wear my hat at some point, but I'm very disappointed that the hat got left behind. But I will be wearing it because I think it's so darn fun, and I probably will be wearing it throughout the season and in pictures. So I'm going to make use of it. But anyway, so just quickly, if you guys have not heard of Nancy and Karen, well, I don't know where you've been, but Nancy, I'm still hoping to steal her crown from her. Karen has been dubbed the Christmas Queen, and I'm sorry, but you got competition.
Wait, time out. I have to interrupt you on this. I believe that's Debbie, and I am not stepping on that turf. I'm Christmas Karen.
Oh, okay, that's allowed.
I am not going to try to compete with Debbie. I am no fool. The Today Show named me this, and when I was on a segment. So I want to be clear. Now, some people say on the side, Christmas Queen, but again, I'll take Princess because Debbie is, Debbie.
Okay,
I can't.
We'll just all be princesses.
And you had Debbie on last week.
Because
right?
You know what? Nancy has also had Christmas movies done. And Nancy has even had a regular movie made out of the book of her heart, The Shell Collector. And so both of these girls are so amazingly creative and brilliant. And we're just so blessed to have them with us here. And I see Pam has arrived, and hopefully more of you will stagger in. And hi to our Instagram guys. I don't want to leave you out. We're happy you could join us. And I want you all to know that as you're commenting live, we are keeping track. We're like Santa. We're making our list and checking it twice. And we're going to have goodies for everybody. And why don't we, before we get to our game, tell everybody what they're going to get, and then we'll go over together at the end, and then we'll get to the game. So, Karen, what are you giving away here? Some lucky winners going to win.
Exactly. And keep commenting, because that's the only way you can win the prizes is live, because we love you being here. All right. First of all, my new book is coming out. I'm very excited about it. And I'll be giving away an ARC. So whoever wins is going to be able to read this book way before anybody else. So excited about that. It'll come with my new signed bookmark. And another prize is my Christmas coloring book. And it has great pictures and quotes. So awesome prizes.
Very cool. And Nancy, what are you giving away?
I'm giving away this super cute Christmas bag, and it's got all kinds of Christmas goodies in it, including Christmas in Chestnut Ridge, which is the book that came out this past November, and some fun, playful Christmassy things, and an ornament, and some autographed stuff. So, you know, it's a red truck bag. Does it even need to be anything else?
Oh my gosh, no kidding. You said the word bag.
Bag. It's hard to give away.
No kidding. So that's from those two. And I will be giving away, we're going to send it straight from Amazon. I'm going to send you somebody a DVD of the 9 Lives of Christmas. So that will be a prize for me for someone. And so that's kind of what we're giving away. By the way, I did see that Denise has come in from Utah. Denise, I'm going to be the featured speaker at the Utah Readers Luncheon here this fall. So I hope maybe you're going to be coming to that and we'll get a chance to meet in person. So all of you guys, if any of you are planning to come to that, I will be the entertainment. We'll hope I'll be entertaining. Anyway, speaking of
you're always entertaining.
are you girls ready? Are you ready to do our game?
Oh, wait, should we wait? Should we maybe ask just 1 or 2 questions and then give everyone time to get in case it's late? You know how people are 10 minutes late.
We've got a lot of people. It's going to take me a minute to explain this game, but
yeah,
you're the boss. Sheila's the boss of this extravaganza.
Sheila loves it. Nancy knows it.
I'm scared of the game.
I'm scared of the game too.
Karen's
do I have to go first in the game?
Yes,
you can do that if you want. I got to tell you that, guys, that Karen is already not happy about the titles that I gave her, but she's determined she's going to get us.
Titles are so much easier. I'm
going first, and first is always the hardest.
Okay,
you
so
are
take
great
your
at
time.
games. Okay, we'll be quiet so Sheila can tell the
All right, all my favorite buddies out there, y'all better be rooting for me and trying hard. You're gonna have to really give me some grace here.
And we should, and I know Sheila's going to explain, but so we're competing against each other, and you are helping us. So you have to help all of us. Help us.
We're going to don't play favorites, you guys. The goal is for you all to guess. And then when I do have, we're going to, depending on how many winners we have, I may draw names, but I have these fun little bookmarks here for my upcoming book, The Man Next Door. And so there's going to be some little party favor game prizes that we'll be giving out. And at the end of all this, I will, of course, post on Facebook for all of you to check and see who won what. And I will message you either through Facebook or Instagram, and so that you can know if you won, and then you can respond with mailing addresses. But let me tell you how the game works. We have Gerhardt, my adorable sweetie, hanging by. He's getting ready. He's going to time this. So what's going to happen? I gave each of these ladies 2 titles of holiday songs, of Christmas songs, and they have to get you to guess what the titles are, and they're going to be throwing out clues 1 word at a time, and we're going to monitor, and Nancy and I, whoever is not guessing is going to monitor and say, they got it. And then they'll move on to the next one, and then they'll say, we got it, and after that, I'll say to Gerhardt, stop, and he'll tell us what the time, how long it took to guess it. So your goal, they're giving you, like I said, 1 word clues at a time, and you're going to try and guess what the title of this Christmas song is. They have 2 songs that they have to do. So Gerhardt, are you ready?
Wait, this is Gerhardt, like Michael Strahan.
I know.
Ready?
Wait, I have to wait really quick. I just have to have clarification. This is because okay, so really quick clarification. So we're going to do 1 song. When you guess it, we will stop and take a moment and say we got it.
You'll say got it, and that will be the
Is the time still going?
We're going to keep going. We're going to say, got that one, second song. Okay, so this is how it's going, guys. They have 2 songs. They're going to give the clue. Nancy and Nancy's going first. So Karen and I are going to be monitoring. When somebody throws up the title, we'll say, got it. And then next one, she'll go on. And when they guess the next title, we'll say, got it. And Gerhardt's going to stop the clock, and he'll tell me how long it took for Nancy to do. Then we'll do the same for Karen, and then we'll do the same for me. So it's up to you guys to help us win. Oh, Sheila, do an example. Okay. Okay, so let me make sure this isn't one of the ones we're doing. Okay, so let's say the song was We Three Kings. I would go, little tiny, us, and maybe you say, hopefully you'll get to we. If you don't know, move on to the next, let's say rulers. And hopefully you'll say king, rulers, crown, you say king. And somebody eventually is going to say, I'll say 2, 1, 2. And hopefully somebody says 3.
You should
So it
guess,
could be like that. No hand
you should
motions,
not guess
no
one
extra
word.
waves.
You want to guess the whole title of the song when you put it in your comments. You don't want to guess the
whole,
first thing.
don't guess one. Good point, Karen. Don't guess one word at a time throughout the whole title of the song. We'll just try it. If this fails, well, okay, then we won't ever do it
Well,
again.
and they're Christmas songs. Everybody on this call
Christmas
is
songs. You guys are all
Christmas
gonna know.
crazy, so this shouldn't be that hard.
No,
But we'll
Exactly.
see.
okay,
okay.
so I'm going to let Gerhard know we're about to start. Okay, we're ready? We're about to start. So I would say, so get ready to start the timer. He's going to start the timer. Ready, set. Is the timer going? Wait. Okay, go.
Carol, vowel, praying, evening.
Keep going fast.
I'm trying to think of something else.
I don't see anyone guessing. Come on, you guys, guess Christmas songs. Just guess anything.
Vowel.
No, first of all, it's close. You're getting warm. Keep it coming. It's a more,
Okay,
it's a more,
vowel, and
spiritual
then
song.
pray.
Oh, that was a good one. Nope, that
evening.
one.
Good,
but
Pam,
there's a
good
night
Nancy.
involved.
Eve. 3.
There's a night involved. That's a clue.
Okay, good.
Oh, the night, God.
Yes,
Keep
yes, you
going.
got it.
Next
Okay,
song.
so we're going to the next one. The next one. Here we
Keep going.
go.
Okay, next song.
And what
You're
can I
not
say
supposed
the
to
word?
point.
C. Peak. Parent. Jolly. Smooch.
Oh, Smooch, that was good. Yeah, we're on our second song now.
Yep.
Again, okay. See, look, watch,
Good.
parent, maternal.
Smooch is a good one. Remember, it's a word like it because you can't say the actual word.
I saw Mommy Kiss.
Oh, Yay, we got it. Yay!
there's Nancy.
Go, Cindy. Oh, wait, there were more. Pam. Wait, there's a bunch of y'all that got it. Yay!
But it's in
73 seconds for Nancy. Okay. Thank
Oh,
you.
good, you guys.
Okay.
Excellent.
hard.
Okay, and
Mine's
Karen
a
is
little
next.
late. I'm next.
Okay, you guys, good job, guys, on your guesses.
really
Yep, I heard
good.
you said
All
iPhone
right,
because
thanks for
Santa Claus had
representing.
it. And the other
See,
one was
now
the
it's
Holy
warming
Night.
up.
And I'm happy.
wait.
It looks like we're actually streaming okay on Insta because I see you guys are guessing there too. So thank you guys. Okay, yeah. Oh, Randy had gotten a Holy Night. Yay, you. So we got a lot right over there. So okay, guys, we're moving now to Karen. So are you say ready, set, go? Are you ready, Karen?
Okay. Yeah.
Ready, set, go.
Nana. Car. Ouch. Animal. Nana.
Squashed. How about that?
Nana. Squashed. Animal. Nana. Squashed. Animal.
I'm looking. I don't see anything yet.
Rudolph.
Yes, you
Here
got
it
it.
is. Okay, next one, next one.
No talking. Okay.
got it.
Next
On to the next
next song. Happy globe. Happy. Happy globe.
I'm looking.
Happy and globe. Happy.
Those are great
Happy.
clues. Yes.
Happy.
Joy to the world. Okay,
Go,
stop
go,
the
go.
timer,
They
Gerhard.
got it.
Oh my gosh!
They
Thank
got
you
it, guys.
saving me. That was hard.
Good job. That was hard.
That was
Well,
because
Karen.
joy to the world. I guess I could have said the number. You only allowed one word between two.
Yeah,
70 seconds.
We're like happy,
Oh, Karen,
glad.
your head so far.
fun.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Now I gotta look. Okay, so now it's me. I gotta remember what mine
Okay,
are.
but really
Okay.
quick, don't kill me. Is there a way that Nancy can message me privately, or Sheila, you can message me privately? Because I forgot. I knew Nancy's songs, but I don't have your songs, and I want to be able to look.
Oh, I can't. Are you kidding
I
me?
can find it, can't you?
Maybe
You can
Nancy
try
can
to-
do that. This
Oh,
is
she can-
outside my capability.
Okay, wait. So give me 2 minutes. Everyone rest. First of all, everybody, Nicole, Sharon, Diana, Katrina, you guys are doing awesome, everybody. And I can't see Insta, but I know you're with us as well.
Yeah, no, we've got some friends of ours.
I'm buying time while Nancy's private chatting me. Oh, there it is. I have it. Hold on just a sec. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I'm ready.
Okay. So now I have to stop. I get to
one. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Ready? Okay. Ready and go. Okay. Burr. This is hard.
Is that a word?
Burr. Melts. Guy. Icicles. Carrot. Nose. Winter. Creation. Crud.
Okay, come on, y'all. Get on the way.
We got it.
We got it. I see it.
Next
We
song.
got it. Okay, so next one. Okay, vocalize. Winged. Vocalize.
Winged. Okay, I got it.
Royal. Oh boy, I have the hardest one of all. I don't know what you guys were whining about. Listen. Fa. Law.
Ooh, Pam, you're close. Keep going on that. Good one, Pam.
Oh wow. Winged messengers.
Oh, there we got it.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, hey, Cindy. Awesome.
Am I pretty good at this? Like, I got it.
Oh, you guys.
Y'all, that was fun.
Let me just say, it's rigged. So next year or next time we do this, for Sheila, Nancy and I will each get to pick the song, one song.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that was hard.
I don't think Sheila had
I only beat you by 1 second.
I think she didn't practice it.
You all know I am just kidding. I'm kidding because she sent
some quiet.
I'm kidding because
who won?
You guys all did, and oh my gosh, our Insta people, they were on top of it too. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah. What are the scores?
All right, I am the queen.
Yeah, we want to know. Wait, Nate, can you read the scores so we know how close we were?
Yeah. Actually, we really were close. Karen, I only beat you by 1 second. Karen had 70. Nancy had 73.
Conspiracy. That's her husband timing it. I just want to be clear.
That's right.
1 second.
I think we want somebody online.
Nancy only was behind.
Redo. We're just teasing you guys. We love each other. Sheila's the most honest person. She'd never cheat.
Oh, God.
She did send me a warning that she was going to dethrone me, however. So I'm just saying I have extra competition.
It wasn't, but so cutthroat.
That was fun though, you guys. You guys did. I'm impressed with you girls. You did really great. And I wanted to do charades but I didn't want to do that to Karen and I'm going to jump ahead question wise. Poor Karen. Karen really is the sweetie of Christmas because I'm going to let her tell you what happened to her. But this was last year, right? And you were decorating for your daddy. Decorating Christmas, and she had a little oopsie. So tell us what happened to you last Christmas and why it's been hard for her to get any writing done.
I would love it if it was last Christmas, Miss Sheila, but it was actually Christmas 2023.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh my gosh.
It was Christmas Eve and I was at my dad's care home and I was hanging Christmas stockings. You cannot make this up. And short version, I broke my hand, drove myself to the ER thinking it was probably not a big deal, although I kind of knew it was. Sat for 9 hours on Christmas Eve outside in the hallway. No cute doctor, no meet cute, no love interest. I'm like, this is obviously... I really said to the doctor, where's my Hallmark moment here?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's because it's going to be a Great American Family movie somewhere down the line.
I'm just telling you, I'm like, what is happening here? I got no love at all. And all that, that's almost done here. The seriousness of it was a teeny tiny break between here and here. And if anybody ever knew, and it was tiny. It didn't have to have surgery. It didn't have to have that. However, there was soft tissue damage. I won't tell the story of how I broke it because that's a whole thing. I am still in physical therapy. I was 3 times a week for a year. I couldn't write. So I could not write. If those of you that follow me, I do a Christmas book, Christmas movie, Christmas book. I always do every year. And I couldn't do last year. I tried the dictation thing. It's just not the way I tell stories. I couldn't do comma, quote, next line. I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it either.
I tried, it just wasn't for me and it broke my heart. But I was able to, with one hand, write a movie that I turned into, because that's a movie script is 90 pages and just right down the middle, much easier. And I turned it into this as soon as I could write. But I was in therapy to be able to write. Like I'd write and then I'd go in and then he'd massage it and say, okay, you can only do a half hour and then you got to wait 2 days. So it was a lot. So thank you. And she didn't want to do charades because she didn't know how I'd do, but it's better. So you guys, when you join us, we're going to do something closer in October again. And we'll do charades.
Okay.
That'll be fun. And by the way, Julie was just asking who got the songs. A lot of you didn't. So what I'm probably going to do is draw. But I'm looking at some of my Instagram people, and I'll have to remind me somebody. I'll make a separate announcement on Instagram because sometimes our Instagram people get a little lost because that doesn't stay up. When you do a live on Instagram, it just kind of vanishes.
Good point.
And so I will do a little announcement for those of you who have won. And Julie,
Sheila,
Randy,
not
Julie Miller.
to
Julie, I can tell you probably are going to be one of our ones who won the bookmark, and I'm making a note right now. And several of you have, so I will make an announcement on both platforms so that you guys know that you won. And since we had a lot of you answering, we will be drawing some names. But I have a few of these to give away, and so I'm going to make sure that I never hold things up right in the camera. So I'm going to make sure that we have a few little winners from our game.
And I have some too that I can donate to the cause. But Sheila, in the chat,
good. Okay.
Yeah, in the chat, it shows the order because we could see who guessed it first before others guessed. So when you go in the chat and save it, you'll be able to see who guessed it first. But we can still draw on
Facebook, but I don't want my Insta people who join us. I don't want them to left
do
out.
that. Yeah.
So guys, I am going to make sure that some of you also win because sometimes you do get a little lost in the shuffle. And so I'll be checking those. But yeah, good point, Karen. I should be able to see who came in first. And I'm going to check all that when we're done on here. So hopefully I will have some announcements for all of you. And I always message you. By the way, it's always good for you to know. I always message you when you win something in a contest or whatever. There will never be a give me your credit card or any weird thing like that. It will be from me. It will say, congratulations, you won, blah, 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 and shoot me your address. And I will forward addresses onto these guys, or else I do the addresses myself. But just so you know, you will usually get a message from me within 24 hours if you won, and I always will announce it for sure on the Facebook. And since we're including Instagang here also, I will try to be sure that I make an announcement on Instagram too, so that you guys know it's legit that you won something. Because I have had that happen. You guys have probably had that happen before. Yeah. You do contests and these scammers, they jump on and then they message people and go, oh, you won. And they get all excited and they didn't. And it just makes me mad when people do that. But they do.
Couple cute comments that I just want to say. One is that Karen, we had Diane said you could have verbally told her your story and she would have typed it for you. And then Marta, here, this is how you're complaining that you didn't have a handsome doctor. Well, Marta said, I had a really cute doctor once. Unfortunately, he was doing my colonoscopy.
Oh. No, see, I didn't even see
that is not the cute doctor you want.
Oh, that is. Oh, no.
Thanks, ladies, for sharing those. I am trying to read these as we go. It's just hard to jump in.
I'm glad you're keeping
it.
Too.
Can I add one thing? It's short, I promise you guys, but this should be in a movie, and it's still PG. The lady doctor. We all have to go be smart and go to the lady doctor, right? And make sure everything's checked out on us. So it was a new lady. It was actually a man. I prefer a lady doctor for the gynecologist. And so it was the first appointment. So, you're always embarrassed. I think I was 23. I was just brand new in the TV market in Billings, Montana, TV anchor. So he's doing his thing. I'm like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. And all of a sudden he pops his head up. So picture, I'm laying there, pops his head.
Oh, no.
I know where I recognize. I'm telling it wrong. Oh, I know I recognize you. And I'm like, he goes, you're on TV.
True story. Oh, how embarrassing.
It shouldn't be. I can't put that in a movie because no one needs to see that. But I just had to share. It was like the colonoscopy, but worse.
Oh my God.
Yeah, definitely.
That is really
definitely
funny. Oh my goodness. Oh,
yeah, and I did have somebody else asked if I was going to be writing more Chestnut Ridge books. There will be a third Chestnut Ridge book coming out in the future. So thanks for asking that question, Kathy. Yeah.
Oh, we get the scoops. I love it.
Oh, gosh, Nancy, you're seeing comments easier than I am. I don't know why I'm not seeing any of these comments.
Because you were talking nonstop. I'm just.
Wow, okay. By the way, somebody did mention to me that the Facebook had frozen. I think it's unfrozen again now. Yeah. I apologize, guys. This is sometimes how life works when we're doing things on platforms. And hopefully everything is unfrozen now and you're all still getting a chance to hear us talk. And speaking of, I do have questions for these ladies. I have all kinds of, I told them, I said, guys, we got to do like 5-minute answers is here because I have so many things I want to talk to you about. So here's my list of 8 million
I can do
questions.
2 minutes. We're going to do bidding. Nancy, what
Yeah,
can
we'll
you
do
do? I'll do it in 2.
I can do it in 1 minute.
You guys are funny. I know you guys all know how Karen loves it. I told Karen, you can't do it. You can't do it. So she goes, I can't do. So we'll just see.
We have
So
Sheila and I are sisters. We like not truly, but at heart. And we have a little competition.
Karen and I
here.
are sisters from another mister. So
See if I can do this.
All right. So let's start with Nancy. What's the most fun project you have taken on to date? So far, what's the most fun project?
The Christmas and Evergreen, writing the books from the screenplay and movies. It was such a fun project. It was something I never anticipated. I also, to tell the truth, thought that it was going to be super easy because I had the movie, I had the screenplay, boom, I could just turn it into a novel. And it was harder than just starting from scratch and writing my own story, because when you're writing a book and you're writing it from your heart, it just rolls, right? But this is somebody else's story. And I found that because those movies were so beautiful, and, I was really having to put a lot of effort into trying to describe it in a way that everybody was going to see it like they saw it on television, where normally I can write to a way that you're pulling in things from your own memory, So definitely the Christmas and Evergreen books. I'm very proud to have been the voice of that series. I think it's one that everybody loves.
Wow, how special is that to get to a whole series? Oh my goodness. Well, and of course, Karen is no stranger to writing movie scripts and things, and you've done a lot of projects. Karen actually has lived a very glamorous life on top of what she's done with Christmas. She's been a TV anchor.
I don't think glamorous. I would say adventuresome, but I don't think glamorous.
I don't know. I think it sounds pretty amazing, some of the things you've done, but I don't know. So are your Christmas things your favorite things you've done, or do your adventures with doing your news thing, do those rate above your Christmas? What rates top for you?
Oh, I thought I was just doing my Christmas life.
No, what's the most fun project today? What's the most fun project you've done today? You also has a
to be honest, when I hear the word fun, so just a quick backstory, and I will do this in my time limit, I promise, but I was a TV correspondent and I covered crime. I was an investigative reporter and I was a war correspondent in Afghanistan and Bosnia. So I was very intense, very gratifying work to make change and be part of those stories. And so when I pivoted to write Christmas movies, it was a little bit of my escape. And I thought it would be super fun and super easy and lighthearted, like, oh, I'm working in the Christmas space. But it was also the Hollywood space. And it can be almost like being in a war zone, and a lot of things to navigate. As a brand new screenwriter with no agent or manager, any of that, it was really, I say at least when I'm in a war zone, I know when it's coming. But, I had a unrealistic belief that because these were sweet, charming, lovable stories that I'd be writing, that it would be a sweet, charming, always lovable atmosphere. Any of you out there knows it doesn't matter what industry you're in. It's business is business, right? So it wasn't going to be cozy kumbaya on Coco, and which is what I thought. So when I say fun, that's really hard, like gratifying, but I'm going to stick with your question. I think one of the most fun things I did is I wrote my very first Hallmark. I wrote the Christmas movie, A Christmas Prince, for Netflix. It was supposed to go to Hallmark. So then I wrote a Netflix movie, Christmas Camp, that ended up on Hallmark. And after I wrote Christmas Camp, I wrote the novels. I kind of wrote it. I got a deal with HarperCollins to do the 2 books, Christmas Camp, Wedding. Then I fell in love with the concept so much, I turned it into a real live Christmas camp. We're going to talk about it later. But that was probably the most fun, was going to the Christmas camp, the Today Show showing up, 200 people like coming from all over the world. People took leave from the military. There were people that were terminally ill at the Mayo Clinic that took time off. The camaraderie and the spirit at Christmas camp to come together and just do these activities that weren't brain surgery, just lighthearted activities. It means a lot. And we'll talk about, because I'm bringing it back this year for the first time since the pandemic.
And so Christmas camp.
That was fun. It was still a lot to put on this huge event, but it was fun. The people, and I get, but to be honest, the Christmas movies and books, I think the funnest part is just writing them, executing them, as you know, whether you're self-publishing or doing the movie, making it come to fruition. I feel like authors are the luckiest because they get their books optioned and they get to see their story. They don't have to go through all of the hoops to make that story hit the screen.
Yeah, no kidding. It is a lot of work, and she's brilliant at it, though. We got a couple of comments that came in. I just want to quickly share that Nicole was sharing that her brother did 2 tours in Bosnia. So
God bless his heart. Thanks for his service. Thank you for his service.
here's a little something for Nancy. Jeannie Chambers, who actually is also a writer. Jeannie writes children's books. And Jeannie says, Nancy, I got to read The Shell Collector and absolutely loved it. 2024, I lost my mother-in-law, who was so much like Maeve.
Oh,
And I lost my husband. So your book was very cathartic, as well as a lovely book to read. And I have the sequel on my nightstand, coming soon to a bedtime book for me. Yay,
oh, thank
that's
you.
very
And the
cool.
third book in the Shell Collector series will be out next April, and it's called Home No Matter Where. So,
Oh, very exciting.
That-
That's because that was a wonderful book. Oh, by the way, Carol Lynn says, I would like to go to Christmas camp. Yeah, I'm going. I can hardly wait for Karen to tell us, because
we will all be going to Christmas camp. We're
I
all be
hope so.
flooding,
I hope
flooding the registration.
You will be some of the first to hear, even though I can't do the official announcement as I was hoping, because that's going to be in a few days. But I'm going to tell you a bunch of things. But it's my
All
turn.
right, this is going to be cool. So stay tuned. Don't anybody leave, because she's going to have announcements to make. Yeah, we all want to do Christmas camp. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, so where am I in my questions? I have more questions, girls. Do. Your favorite of your holiday novels, then. Can you pin it down to a favorite? Which is your favorite?
I'm going to go first because I owe time, because I went a little long. So I'm going to make up for it here.
Oh, you went too long. Did you say that?
No, it
No,
wasn't
did
too
you-
long.
oh,
I
did
looked
you
and it was
say
only
that?
2 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm timing myself right here. But I put in a Christmas camp. I snuck in a couple of things there. But I'm going to jump in and say, because favorites are impossible. So I always say this, but it's my debut, which is Christmas camp, because it was my first and it's connected. So see, look at that. 15 seconds. I just made up for it, girls.
Damn, that's
Oh,
right.
I love it.
So mine is A Heartfelt Christmas Promise. It's a book that's got a little puppy on the cover with a little Santa hat and a present. And the whole inspiration behind that story was the Budweiser Super Bowl commercials from 2014 and 2015 with the little puppy and the Budweiser Clydesdales, and the puppy kept running away. And man, that a handsome horse trainer. Oh my gosh, if I could meet him. So yeah.
Yeah, we're still looking for Nancy, you guys. We're still looking for a hot wife.
Wait, me too.
That really,
Well,
that's
that's
right.
right. Yeah, Karen too. Both of these
Everybody's
guys,
thinking
girls.
of
Keep
you,
your eyes
Sheila.
peeled.
But yeah, so that really is my favorite story, because not only is there, my heroine, the love story with, the puppy kind of pushing the button on that. But there's also a senior love story in there, the aunt and the grandfather, and a first love story, girl going to her first Christmas dance, formal. And so there's 3 stories woven into there. It's really beautiful, in the mountains of North Carolina. And it has not been a movie yet, but I still have high hopes that somebody is going to, grab that up one day and turn it into a movie, because it really is a beautiful story.
Oh, it sounds like
Very
it could be a series, a TV series,
Yeah.
like a Virgin River, because there's, a
Mhm.
limited series, maybe 10 episodes of a story. I'll get on that. I'll get on that.
That's right.
Yeah,
We all want series. I keep wanting somebody to do a series of my Moonlight Harbor books, but so far nobody wants to do a series at the beach, which I think is very rude. But
Which
there
is
you have it.
crazy.
Oh gosh. Well, I think one of my favorite books was the 12 Months of Christmas, because I loved the message behind it. It says we're gonna keep Christmas all year long. We'll be like Scrooge and keep Christmas in our hearts. And these women all start out with having Christmas fails and nothing's going right. And each month they're trying to do something different to keep it going. And so I think I would love that. Would never make it as a movie, because it's too large a cast, it's too large a scope of time. And I must tell you guys, it's very interesting talking with Karen, because she really understands how things work with the movies. And it was an eye-opener to realize, because I think, well, this should be a movie. And after talking to Karen, it's like, oh, I was already beginning to figure out, wait, you can't have a huge cast of characters unless maybe you're doing the big screen, and even then it's iffy. And so it's very interesting, the things that are that movie people are looking for when they're trying to make a movie, because they're trying to stay on budget, right, Karen? You only
Exactly.
have
But
so
let
much
me say
budget.
one thing about that. Is it's really exciting. A lot of times, I'm sure you've read a book and you'll see the movie, and it's much different, but the heart is there. That maybe the town, some characters, they'll get rid of the main character. So if the heart of the story is there, you can. And I'm an author. I can blow up my own books. It's a lot harder when it's my own, because the story is so ingrained. But you'll see that. So don't be upset when you read a beautiful book and you see the movie and you feel like, well, that took a total turn differently. It could be ages, main characters. But as long as the heart is still there, anything is possible. But in the Christmas land that we're talking about, the Hallmark Lifetime, all of that, the budgets are smaller, they're quick turns. You're not going to often find somebody, they just want a no-brainer. They just want it to be a movie immediately, unless there's a screenwriter that's willing to take extra time on their own time, type of thing. So
Yeah,
nothing's impossible. Nothing's impossible. The magic of Christmas.
Well, and that's a good thing too, that for us as authors, I had to learn early on. Once you have given someone permission to turn your book into a movie, it is no longer your brain baby. It is their creative baby, and they get to do what they want with it. And that's why often movies and books don't align. I mean, I really loved my book On Strike for Christmas. It had so many funny scenes in it, and some of my best scenes didn't even make it. They, didn't even make it into the script, and it was very different. But again, it was a larger scope in the book, and they had to boil it down. And so you have to go, well, thank you that you made a movie, and I will happily put the money in my savings account, and so all is good. But that's why those guys sometimes, when you see a movie and it doesn't quite match the books, it's because they're constrained with time, they're constrained with budget, they're constrained with characters, right? The actors, that kind of thing, right, Karen? So
absolutely.
That's kind of the deal.
And I think that as long as the heart and spirit and message is still there, you want anybody that's adapting. If you're a reader and you love my Christmas camp and then you watched my movie, as long as that spirit and heart is there, even if they changed a lot of things, it's the ones where they don't keep the spirit and heart. I wrote my own Christmas camp movie first, which is unusual. Then I wrote the book. And even though I wrote them side by side, they took so much out of the movie. So the book is different. And I saw someone that said they read my book. Thank you. And they hadn't seen the movie yet. The book is so much, I believe, better. But I also had 300 pages. So please read the Christmas Camp book and watch the movie. Same with Every Day is Christmas. That's my Toni Braxton movie. Then I wrote the book. That was 2 years ago book. It's a really good study if you're one of the authors out there to see how you can adapt, how things get changed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's kind of fun to compare too, and just compare the different things. So that's always fun to do. I have a question to ask, but my Instagram people, again, I'm already looking back and trying to find comments of early on who got some of the answers for the game correctly. Would someone post if you got that correct? And I'll try and capture you right now because I'm having trouble going back and finding you. You Facebook people we can find, but for our Insta people, let me know if you got an early answer, please post here and I'll watch. Meanwhile, while I'm looking at that, I do have more questions for the girls. So let's move on to the questions. Where am I? Oh, yes. So do you have a book in progress that you'd like to see made into a movie? What's something that you've done, you're working on, or are planning in the future that you think would make a great movie? Karen, let's let you go first.
Awesome. Well, this is an easy one because I wrote, if you guys have seen my Netflix movie, A Christmas Prince, it was their first original movie and it launched a trilogy. And so I was talking to the Netflix executives about what they could want next. They said, we'd love another royal. And as we were chatting, I said, well, I have an idea, because if you've seen royals, it's usually a nanny, a commoner nanny meets the, whatever. It's kind of the same tropes over and over, the same setup. They wanted something different. And I knew that this executive loved dogs, and I love dogs. Dogs are on all my covers but one. And so I said, well, what if, Rough Royal Christmas, what about if it's this princess that's, kind of uptight and she's running this big charity, getting ready, and the mom, who's more Princess Margaret, more a fun-loving queen, brings home a shelter dog who's very naughty, and he's starting to tear up everything. And they're like, the queen's like, don't worry, I'm going to Paris for a couple of days, but the dog trainer, he's going to puppy boot camp. He tears up everything, and then basically the trainer comes, and the trainer's upset with the princess. They're like, this is the meet cute is actually very funny. But in that, as they're arguing, she's like, just take the dog, just get him out of here. And when they turn, the dog is gone. The dog is Stormy, and this is the cute little dog. And they have to work together. Very much opposites attract, fish out of water, the whole thing. The reason Netflix liked it, it was a different take. It wasn't the normal royal family that was going to not like a commoner. It was more like, hey, all of these different things. There's a mystery in it. There's a surprise ending that so far no one has seen coming. So Netflix loved it. Yay. They had not paid me to write it. I wrote it on my own time, what we call spec. And they didn't ask me to write for free because I'm union. They can't do that. But then the executive left by the time my producer and I pitched. So I was like, oh, so that was the beginning of this year. And so that's why this book is coming out. So I already have the book and I already have the movie. And right now I'm working with producers, and I can't say who, but there is someone that is considering it. And for the first time I got to attach a star, which I'm super excited about.
Wow, that's awesome.
I know I'm trying to do some more producer, and because you have a little more control, because I do want to say this for our people. I think this is really important. As a feature writer, not TV, you have the same amount of control as you do as an author. Zero. So you write a script, they buy it, they go and make it. You're often not on set. They're not answering your questions. It's now their baby. They can do whatever they want. When you're union, you get a little more because they're supposed to ask you to do the rewrite before they can't have their cousin or sister. But many people are not in the union, and it's the Wild West of Christmas. I was not in the union until my third movie because you have to get in and make so many movies to be invited and the whole bit. But I think it's important that, so even if you read my book and go, well, how did your movie Christmas Camp Caring get changed? You wrote it. I had no control, like an author.
Yeah, it's just how it goes sometimes. What was it going to? Somebody had posted something. Oh yeah, Tina wanted to know what again was the name of Nancy's favorite book that had the puppy.
Oh, thank you. It's called A Heartfelt Christmas Promise.
Okay.
Oh, I love that. Can you put that in the chat, Nancy? Are you able to write in the chat?
I don't see any way to put a comment.
Let me see.
I can see them, but I can't put one.
Yeah, we're not administrators.
Yes.
We got no power.
Heartfelt Christmas.
And so now the next question, the same question goes to Nancy.
Yes, Nancy.
Oh, okay. A project that I would love to see turn into a movie. I would really love to see the Chestnut Ridge stories be picked up either as a movie or as a series. The first one was And Then There Was You. And for me, it was a really important story. I mean, it's a beautiful mountain story, small town community, people coming together. But
great story, by the way.
That one in particular is really special to me because it's kind of like a public service announcement, right? There's so much stuff going on out there, like with the Tinder swindler, and remember Inventing Anna and Scamanda, and people conning each other, just like we were talking about the scammers jumping on here. And that story, this gal is widowed. She's flying first class on her late husband's miles, just trying to do her thing. And she seemingly just happens to meet somebody in first class, and they, become close, and they go on vacation, and he has to leave early, but like he sets up all this stuff for her to do while he's gone. And then when she gets home, everything in her house is missing, everything down to the light bulbs and the hangers in the closets. And it was a house that they had bought together as an investment, and it turned out it was a rental. The money that she had put into it, all a lie. So the story itself, of course, and then there's a super handsome detective that helps her track everything down. Good prevails, all that good stuff, But I do think, there's some important messages and reminders for women out there,
Yes.
to be careful. Because a lot of times the things that trip us up are the very things we really want, for them to tell us all that good stuff and the, what they call love bombing and all that. So there's some gentle messages in there to help kind of keep my sisters safe. And so that's important to me. And this town of Chestnut Ridge is just beautiful. It's based on the town I used to live in up in the mountains called Patrick Springs. My house backed up to No Business Mountain, where the moonshiners used to do their thing, and nobody had no business going up there. And I included that. I included the fairy stones, which are also up there, and talk about the chestnut trees that used to be as big as the redwoods on the East Coast. And they're, when the East, when the blight came through, it wiped out all those chestnut trees. And all the universities are working hard to get those trees hardy again and producing, but they're just not they're not producing. So anyway, lots of stuff like that. It's very near and dear to my heart. And so I would love to see that one.
That would be a fun one. And I think I'm going to, at some point, maybe in the new year, have to do a whole episode or chat on scamming, because it's so easy to get taken. And I know that happened with you, Nancy. That happened with me too. I got catfished and scammed and almost lost access to my Facebook page, which was a horrible nightmare. And boy, they really had done their homework, so it all sounded so legitimate.
They're very good. They're very good at it.
Oh yeah, they're very savvy.
So I think we might have to think about doing
and
that. And
Sheila, do you have? Well, wait. Can I just say something, because I know Sheila won't say anything. This is pertaining to this, because we're not allowed. There's a lot of things we're not allowed to say at this point. It's in very early stages, but it's very applicable to this conversation. So this is like the first they're hearing, right? Sheila, I'm not going to say anything specific, but Sheila and I are working hard to make happen, not official yet, a project.
something.
Working together along the lines of one of Sheila's books being turned into a movie.
We're
by yours
hoping. We have our fingers crossed. You never.
Yes.
You don't,
Now,
you
just so
never
you know,
say-
from 1 to 10, remember I told you that it's a long road. It is such a long road. But the
It is,
fact
but,
that
but we are merrily skipping down it
we
together.
are
and
merrily
it's so fun
skipping
to work
along,
together.
and
Speaking of future
and
projects that I would want made into a movie, I think my next one I would love would be The Merry Matchmaker, because it's Jane Austen's Emma in a Santa hat, and this woman is busy trying to match everybody up with her best guy, who she realizes. Oh, then when someone gloms onto, it's like, but wait, no, I wanted him. What the heck am I doing? And then she's got to untangle the mess she made. So I think that would be a really fun.
that would be fun. That'd be very marketable too. Yeah.
Yeah, we're keeping that in mind for the future.
Right?
I may keep Karen busy for a long time. Of course, Karen has her own projects too, so she could be a very busy girl for
It's
the
been
next
so much fun, and I just want you to know that people came to us. We didn't come to them. So
That's
this is
true. Again, yeah, you'd love to be able to knock on doors. I do know a writing friend who actually was able to do that, knock on some doors. I don't know how she did it, but she's amazing, and she's got some fun things coming up in the future too.
And we're going to, just so you know, make sure you join us when you see on our Facebooks in October that I will be hosting on a Zoom, because that's when we're hoping that we're going to be able to tell you all about that and a lot more about a lot of things coming up.
Yes. So
that's for a
speaking of things coming up,
disease.
let's move right. I want to go quickly into Christmas camp, Karen. I want to give you time to tell us, what is that about? Can people go to that this year, or is that still in the works? What's going on with Christmas camp?
Yes, this is great. And first of all, I wanted to, well, I can't really shout out the person or tell what I want to do, but I will say there is someone on in our comments and here that has commented that is going to be connected to it. So I can't say more because you'd be able to do some sleuthing, and she knows how careful I am. And so she's here because she knew I was doing this. So I'm very excited about that. And again, please join us when I'll be telling it. So the short version is exactly what I told you. That I just want to tell you what the Hallmark movie and the Christmas camp books are my favorite, but I got the idea for Christmas camp. Think of it as Christmas therapy. That's why I wanted it for Netflix, because just as Sheila said, a bigger cast and it would be bigger budget and I'd be able to pull it off. But it's basically different people going through different things in their life are sent to like a Christmas boot camp to basically relax, reconnect with what matters most at Christmas. Turn in your phones, and it's a Christmas camp for adults. So there's all these activities. And so there's, you know, a single dad with his 2 tweens. In this case, there was kids. There's a mom, you know, whose son is a soldier, because of course I put that in. There's someone who has just lost someone. And there's this fun married couple that thinks they're perfect for each other and finds out they have completely different ways of celebrating Christmas. So there's all of this fun. And the main person, she is sent because she is a toy executive and she doesn't like Christmas. And her boss is like, I'm not letting you pitch Christmas toys. You got to go to Christmas camp and get your certificate. You've got to be
that's so cute. I love that.
So they all show up. So after I wrote, I was inspired by a place I went in my travel therapy TV shows. One of the most magical places, destinations. I've been to 68 countries. So there was a place that inspired me. There was a specific home and a place that inspired Christmas camp. A year later, I wrote it, etc. So it's going to be full circle that this Christmas camp is going back to that community. And so the community had reached out. It's everyone from, I can't give too much away, but reached out to invite me to come and do a Christmas camp there. And honestly, you guys, it's what inspired, you know, it's what inspired all of this. It just gives me chills. I had the first one at the Phoenician in Scottsdale, Arizona. I was living in New York at the time. So I always said, you know, I would do one north, south, east, west, and central for all of you so you could come in different places. And it's been a lot to put it together during the pandemic. I was going to do one, but it just didn't seem safe. And I wanted to make sure when I brought it back. So yes, we are announcing, fingers crossed. And even the person on knows that until all the I's and T's are dotted and down from web copy and calendars and all of those things, I don't announce it. And so, but the plan was to announce in July as part of Christmas in July, even, you know, July 25th-ish. That's a Friday. So we might wait, but yes. And it's open to everybody. And please continue to follow me on my Facebook page. And you can go to KarenSchaler.com and sign up for my VIP newsletter is the best way, because they'll know first. And it does sell out fast. And so I always say, and I've already seen some people that say they want to go. And I did take a little long on that. You know, I still think I'm under 2 minutes, but I am just, it literally, you guys, it's been such a healing it's been so healing to me. A lot of things have gone on for all of us from the pandemic, and to be able to offer this and the gift of this. And it's truly going to be one of the most magical, from sleigh rides and ice skating and, all the different Christmas activities. And the thing I should have mentioned, what I say is I basically bring my Hallmark and my other Christmas movies to life. So it's a hotel event. It's a community event where you feel like you're starring in your own Christmas movies. I bring all those things that you see in those movies and books you love, and I bring them to life. So whether you're crafting or making cookies or whatever.
You also have Christmas cocktails.
I do. There's Christmas camp cocktails. There's Christmas camp cookies. There's Christmas. I have Christmas camp hat, Christmas camp cocoa. There's so many things, you guys. There's a calendar, so you can pick if you want to come for the whole time or a short time. And, but all of these things I'm supposed to be working on today to get to everybody tomorrow morning by 4 a.m. So
oh my gosh.
That's just my timeline, because I host a class at 5 a.m. So anyway, thank you for letting me overshare, but it's my biggest passion project right now. And every camp is a different theme. So the theme will also, we're doing stuff with for charities, for the dogs, working with the different charities. And we always do a military component as well, which I could talk all day. So when you come in October to the one, I will tell you all about it, and be able to point you to a calendar and different things. And I might just do a Christmas camp Zoom to answer questions about it, because I think that'd be awesome, because obviously I could talk all day about it.
Because I'm already seeing questions coming in, how many days, etc. So guys,
I know, and I'm dying to tell you. to tell you, but I just can't. But I will say this. Okay, here's what I will say, but I'm not supposed to say. If I was going to do a Christmas camp, this year, I would think after Thanksgiving, right around the first weekish of December would be a really smart time, don't you? So there you go. Because I have had people.
There you have it.
I have had people in the past. It could be Christmas in July. It could be in October, right? The idea is relax before Christmas gets too crazy. But for a lot of different reasons, with the destination and highlights of things that happen. But you didn't hear it from me. But if you want to.
I think we should also do a Christmas in July Christmas camp for those of us
we're going to
save our pennies.
Absolutely. And Nancy already knows. I had one, and this is why I don't tell until I tell. We had one that was this close, literally 2 days before announcing, and the property was multi-million-dollar renovations, had like plumbing issues and some other issues, and we never got to announce. But Nancy was going to come, you guys. She was going to be one of my people, and she was going to do some of the things. We had it all planned, didn't we, Nancy?
We did. We worked hard. We did.
That's why I'm careful. I don't want to tell y'all and then have something not happen.
We don't want to disappoint y'all. That's right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, but it should be literally within the next week. You all will know.
Okay, so you'll find out. So make sure you have you're following Karen on your social media platforms, that you're signed up for a newsletter, and that you're going to a website. And by the way, make sure you do that for all of us.
Yes, please.
I would love to have more of you following me on Instagram, and tell your friends that we are a lot of fun, and to make sure you follow us. And before, I've got a couple more things I need to do before it's time for us to say goodbye. I did want to get to Nancy and say, Nancy, what's coming out this year from you that people are going to want to be pre-ordering?
Well, I do have a secret Christmas book coming out, but it's not going to be announced until the month of November.
Wow. Okay.
And I will tell you that right now it's still called A Small Town Dogwood Christmas. So I will tell everybody more about it as we get close, but I will tell you it was inspired by a small town here in Virginia who hosted my book release of To Light the Way Forward this year. They've got, this 100-year-old theater that they showed Christmas Joy in the theater last year when I did their hometown Christmas. And there were so many magical moments at that festival, and they've invited me to do it again this year, that I wanted to do a special book for them. And so that's why I'm doing the book, but I think everybody in the world's going to love it. And so there'll be more details coming on that. It's a very tight timeline, but we're making it happen. And then the next year I've got Home No Matter Where, that third Shell Collector book coming out. And that's the only ones I've got pinned down with dates right now.
And
Very
Sheila,
exciting.
You have a secret Christmas book too?
I have. It's just the goofiest thing. I've got to get my manuscript. I have a manuscript due at the beginning of next month that I have to finish up, and then I'm going to dig in with that. My one coming out, of course, as you all know, is my kind of Rear Window rewrite kind of thriller spoof. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of goofy and it's fun. It's gonna be a fun read. So hopefully some of you have been able to pre-order that, and that's gonna be very fun. And again, I did put out the last call on Instagram. I'll put it out here right now too, for book clubs who are wanting to get the little recipe card party favors. If your book club is going to make that your fall read, I need to hear from you, because the muffin shop will be closing very soon here, and because we have to get our orders in and get these recipe cards done. And so this was the last day. If you think your group would like it, you need to actually message me tonight, call your gang right away and say, hey, there's a deadline here, the clock's ticking, do we want to do it? So there's that. And then my fun little one, it is so, I'll just say it's out of this world. It's just so goofy and crazy. And I'm hoping I can get that done. Now, I'm just going to self-publish that, because I thought no publisher in their right mind is going to get on board with this silly Christmas story I've come up with. But I'm hoping to have something holiday for you also. Although, you know what? The Christmas boat is always filled with lots of good stories and lots of good writers. And I know you'll find plenty. And just Karen herself will be enough to keep you busy. So one more time. Let's go over our giveaway.
The three of us, I think we have like 30 Christmas books. They can read it.
Yeah, I am up to.
I want to say one thing, Sheila.
I'd like to get to 20.
I want to say Hollywood and there's a new trend, and they are optioning 90-page Christmas novellas right now on Amazon. And I was like shocked. So it doesn't have to be a full blown, we know that our readers, and we know the readers, you love that. But opposed to, I'm sure you can answer me, all of you guys here, would you rather have something short from Nancy and Sheila, or wait next year for full length? I'm just curious, because the people I know they love the short snackable as well, especially when they're priced, like 99 cents. And I'm not saying, everybody's different with their publishers, but what have you, but there is a big trend that people are doing shorter, and so I thought that was something worth when you guys are considering that.
Yeah, and I will tell you mine is going to be shorter, but at least it will be probably a little bit more affordable. However, again, when it comes to my favorite writers and their Christmas stories, I just save my pennies and do my best to support my writing friends. And I know you all do too. And I say it every time, but I want to remind you that, because I know we're all on tight budgets, if it turns out that that is not in your budget to buy a book from your favorite author this year, tell your local library, ask them to order in the book and buy it, because that also helps pay our bills. And absolutely. It gets more writers a chance. In fact, that's a good way for me to often get introduced to new writers, somebody I find at the library. And then if I find a writer I really love, I'll go back and get some of her older books. But it's really a good way also to keep things going. And Carolyn says, she gets books from I'll make sure I think I saw the Libby app. I've got to look into that. And
I have my
library
books,
and Libby or Hoopla. So
I have my books on Hoopla and Libby. This one will be there. But to Sheila's point, and mine's up for pre-order too. And we always do the pitch about the pre-order and reviews. And I'll just say it quickly, but local libraries, the Phoenix Library here, all you have to do is request it at your local library and they will get it, especially with the Libby and Hoopla and all of those type of things, especially the ebook, whether it's audio as well. But reviews, I know if you're here, that reviews are so important. Mine just went up on NetGalley. So for those of you that are on NetGalley, there's an approval process and all of that. And depending on, if you've reviewed, I always say, if you've asked for 3 of my books and we gave them to you and you never reviewed, then you're going to be automatically kicked out, because it's a system of, it's for reviewers. It's not personal. There's like a algorithm type thing there. But if you can, pre-order, when you see pre-order from your favorite authors, it means the most to all of us. I mean, because that's what's going to tell bookstores and other people, those crazy Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Books, Million, whatever you're at, and you know what, even your local bookstores, they look at that to see, is there pre-orders? If there's not, they don't think anyone's excited.
Absolutely true. Yeah. And our publishers want to see those pre-orders too. So
yeah. So help us out here, guys. Go ahead and do some pre-ordering. And now, again, thank you. We've had a lot of you hanging out here and commenting and having fun with us. And I want to one more time go over what we've got coming from everybody. So tell us one more time, girls, what you're going to be giving away. I'm going through the list here, checking names, and we will be letting you know either tonight or tomorrow who won what. So tell us what we're going to be drawing for. Names.
In case you joined
us,
us,
comments. Got to be present to win.
Got to be present right now. It's my adult coloring book that's so much fun. And then somebody is going to get a sneak peek of the Arc of a Royal Christmas. It's an actual paper copy of it with my lucky bookmark. Yay.
Yep. And a fun Christmas red truck tote bag with Christmas and Chestnut Ridge and some fun little Christmassy toys and candies and stuff. So you'll love it.
There you go. And I'm going to send somebody a DVD of what did I say? On Strike for Christmas. So we've got all kinds of goodies to give away. And by the way, Becky Forney, where did that comment just go? It was really sweet. Let me see if I can find you, Becky. It was very nice and flattering.
And Sheila's also going to be, while she's looking, she's also going to be giving away bookmarks, and we're going to give her some bookmarks
for our little for our little game prizes. And so Becky says, you are worth the money. And wait, I also gift books. Oh yes, guys, great Christmas present are books.
Exactly.
I have friends that reading is very difficult because of medical issues. So audio options are wonderful for them. So thank you for sharing that, Becky. And everybody, thank you again. We just appreciate you coming so much. I hope you had fun here as part of our Christmas in July. I will tell you that I am, I believe I got Susan Wiggs slated for next week. So Christmas in July, we'll be continuing with her here with me. And she'll be talking about her new book, Wayward Girls. So, and
I forgot to mention, Robin, thank you for my hat. And I'm only reason I'm not wearing it is because of the air conditioning issue, but I'll wear it in October. Thank you.
Karen's last name is Schaler. Somebody asked what Karen's last name was.
Oh, yes, it's Schaler. Thank you. And
Chaler.
And it's, if you go to my website, it has all my books and movies. So it's KarenSchaler.com. So thank you for
ho, ho, and adios.
Thanks, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming.
Merry Christmas in July.